This is the AVF brand glass TV stand. Now for me, I've been, working on putting together a little movie room, and I've been looking for a glass stand. And unfortunately, I couldn't find one similar to one I bought many years ago that I use upstairs in my office. So I finally settled on this particular one because it was reasonably priced, currently around $75, I believe. Now, quality-wise, it's okay. It isn't as heavy-duty as the one I have up in my office, but of course, to be fair, I paid about 3 times more than what this one cost me. So I didn't really expect it to be. Now, included with this table, I've already got it assembled here, but are simple but decent instructions. They have the 3 pieces of tempered glass here, as you can see. Then the tubing that goes between each piece, and then of course the bottom tubing down at the bottom there, and the flat plastic end caps. I mean, assembly's pretty easy. It took, less than 10 minutes to put this together. You basically, have to start from the top, turn it upside down, and there's some metal rods that go in here that you slide on and screw on, and then put the tubing over top of that. The most important thing to remember with assembling is just make sure you put the shiny part of the glass up, because the other side's a bit dull. So, but like I said, it only took a few minutes to put together. Now, the one thing I wasn't crazy about this, and it's really hard to tell with this table already assembled, but each of these tubes, as you can hear by me tapping it, is a hollow tube. And in the middle, a bit thin. I mean, it worked for the purpose, but I didn't like that. I hoped for a little bit heavier duty tubing on this. And the other thing is, and again, with it being assembled already, it's hard to tell, but there's end caps on each of these pieces here. And the plastic end cap, the one thing I didn't like about that is, A, it's not made into the tubing, and it's not made where it can be screwed in. So when you're assembling it, the plastic end caps kind of pop out of place real easy because you just put them in there. I didn't like that so much. I kind of wish they would have made that to where it was either where you could screw it into the tubing to kind of make it look a little bit better and feel a little bit better overall quality-wise. But it is what it is in this case. But the stand, once assembled, as you can see, is roughly 45 by 18 inches, and then about 20 inches high, roughly. Now, to my surprise, once I actually put this together, it's actually pretty sturdy and surprisingly strong. It doesn't wobble, anything like that. It's actually a pretty sturdy little table for the price. Now, this says it can hold up to 100 pounds now. In that case, my TV, I have a 65-inch that weighs less than that. So in theory, you could actually put a big TV on this. I'm not using it for that purpose. As you can see, I've got the accessories. I'm actually planning to wall mount a TV above here, a big TV up there. So I'm not using the stand for holding a TV, although, again, you could, in theory, put a very large flat screen on here for the weight. The glass is fairly good quality. I like the quality of the glass. It's fairly thick. It's tempered glass. So it works for my purpose, in holding the accessories. I mean, I like the looks of it. It looks nice and modern, and the black glass looks nice. Now, the only downside, and again, it's hard to see, but the black glass here, you might be able to see that, holds fingerprints pretty easily, probably more easily than clear glass, so keep that in mind. But, I mean, overall, I like this. It's reasonably priced. It has a stylish, modern look, good quality, strong glass. It's easy to assemble. It's sturdy and stable once you put it together. Now, again, I do have some nitpicks about this. I mean, I'm not crazy about the hollow metal tubing. I thought it was a bit thin, and the end caps that go with it. I didn't like how they just sit in there when you're assembling it. I'd rather see them, more permanently attached. And again, black glass tends to show fingerprints, which is a disadvantage to black glass in general. It's not as heavy duty as more expensive stands, but of course I didn't expect it to be. And there's no warranty listed for this table. Not sure why that is. But overall, I like it. I give it 4 stars.